guys, it's me, Miss Norris, and today I'd like to share a read aloud with you of a fun story called The Happy Lion. The Happy Lion was written in 1954 by Louise Fatio, and the illustrations are done by Roger Duvoisin. And some of the stories has some French words in it, and it's kind of a funny story about a lion that's very happy and a little boy that likes him very much. If you're ready to hear the story, I'm ready to share it with you. Here we go. The Happy Lion. There once was a very happy lion. You can see he has a little smile on his face. A very happy lion. His home was not the hot and dangerous plains of Africa, where hunters lie in wait with their guns. It was a lovely French town with brown tile roofs and gray shutters. The happy lion had a house in the town zoo, all for himself, with a large rock garden surrounded by a moat, in the middle of a park with flower beds and a bandstand. So you can see the lion has a little rock garden, and he's in the middle of a town, and there's a bandstand not far away. It's a pretty good life, and there's no hunters there waiting for him. Early every morning, Francois, the keeper's son, stopped on his way to school to say, "Bonjour, lion." Bonjour is a French word that means hello. Afternoons, Monsieur Dupont, the schoolmaster, stopped on his way home to say, "Bonjour, happy lion." And in the evenings, Madame Pinson, who knitted all day on the bench by the bandstand, never left without saying, "Au revoir, lion." Au revoir is a French word that means goodbye. So he has at least 3 friends, Francois, Monsieur Dupont, and Madame Pinson, that come and say, hello, or good night, happy lion. On summer Sundays, the town band filed into the bandstand to play waltzes and polkas, and the happy lion closed his eyes to listen. He loved music. Everyone was his friend and came to say bonjour and offer meat and other tidbits. He was a happy lion. One morning, the happy lion found that his keeper had forgotten to close the door of his house. He said, "I don't like that. Anyone can walk in." "Oh well," he added on second thought, "maybe I will walk out myself and see my friends in town. It will be nice to return their visits." So, of course, the lion loved the summer concerts in the park and closed his eyes to listen to the music. And then one day, his keeper left the door open, and he's, anybody could get in. Then he thought, wait a second, maybe I'll go see all my friends. Now, do you think if a lion showed up at outside of the zoo, you'd be very excited to see them or a little bit creeped out? Let's see what happens. So the happy lion walked out into the park and said, "Bonjour, my friends," to the busy sparrows. "Bonjour, happy lion," answered the busy sparrows. And he said, "Bonjour, my friend," to the quick red squirrel who sat on his tail and bit into a walnut. "Bonjour, happy lion," said the red squirrel, hardly looking up. So far so good. Birds are happy that he's out in the park, and a squirrel is happy that he's out in the park. I bet everybody will be happy he's in the park. Then the happy lion went into the cobblestone street, where he met Monsieur Dupont, just around the corner. "Bonjour," he said, nodding in his polite lion way. "Whoa!" answered Monsieur Dupont, and fainted onto the sidewalk. "What a silly way to say bonjour," said the happy lion, and he padded along on his big soft paws. So we found one person that was a little scared to see him, and Monsieur Dupont always says hello to the happy lion. And he doesn't realize that he's scared Mr. Dupont. He just says, falling down, what a strange way to say bonjour. Bonjour, mesdames, the happy lion said farther down the street when he saw 3 ladies he had known at the zoo. Oh! cried the 3 ladies, and ran away as if an ogre were after them. I can't think, said the happy lion. What makes them do that? They're always so polite at the zoo. So they all screamed and ran, and instead of understanding that maybe these people are a little afraid of the lion, he says, I wonder why they're doing this at the zoo. They're so polite. Bonjour, madame, the happy lion nodded again when he caught up with Madame Pinson near the grocery store. Ooh la la, cried Madame Pinson, and threw her shopping bag full of vegetables into the lion's face. Achoo! Sneezed the lion. People in this town are foolish, as I am beginning to see. So even Madame Pinson, who always says au revoir, threw all of her groceries in his face. Could you imagine if you said hello to someone and they threw their lunchbox at you? Bad news. Now, the lion began to hear the joyous sounds of a military march. He turned around the next corner, and there was the town band marching down the street between 2 lines of people. Rat-a-tat-tum, rat-a-tat-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat-tum, rat-a-tat-tat-tum, boom, boom. Before the lion could even nod and say bonjour, the music became screams and yells. What a hubbub! Musicians and spectators tumbled into one another in their flight towards doorways and sidewalk cafes. Soon the street was empty and silent. So he thought, yay, the band, they know me. And they finished the song almost, but then the song finished with everyone running and screaming. I'm wondering if the happy lion is going to stay happy for that long. The lion sat down and meditated. I suppose, he said, this must be the way people behave when they're not at the zoo. Then he got up and went on with his stroll in search of a friend who would not faint or scream or run away. But the only people he saw were pointing at him excitedly from the highest windows and balconies. So he's looking for a friend, and he thinks maybe people just act badly when they're not in the zoo. And everyone's just pointing, and he can't find a friend. Now, what was this new noise the lion heard? Toot, 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 toot! Hoot, 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 hoot! Went the noise. Hoot, toot, 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 hoot! And it grew more and more noisy. It may be the wind, said the lion. Unless it's the monkeys from the zoo, all of them taking a stroll. So he's hearing a noise he's never heard before. So he's trying to make a connection. Maybe the monkeys also are out on a walk and they're all making that noise together. Do you guys think that's what that is? You think the monkeys got out too? I kind of hope so, but I don't think that's what's happening. All of a sudden, A big fire engine burst out of a side street and came to a stop not too far from the lion. Then a big van came backing up on the other side of him, with its back door wide open. The door's open, backing up towards the lion. The lion just sat down very quietly, for he did not want to miss what was going to happen. The firemen got off the fire engine and advanced very, very slowly toward the lion. So everyone's a little bit afraid, and the lion just wants to see what's going to happen. Do you think that he realizes that they're here for him? He didn't know what that sound was. So the firemen are advancing very, very slowly, pulling their big fire hose along. Very slowly, they came closer and closer, and the fire hose crawled on like a snake, longer and longer, suddenly behind the lion. So they're pulling that hose right behind them until they're going to be right behind the happy lion. A little voice cried, "Bonjour, happy lion!" It was Francois, the keeper's son, on his way home from school. He had seen the lion and had come running to him. The happy lion was so very happy to meet a friend who did not run and who said bonjour, and he forgot all about the firemen. And he never found out what they were going to do because Francois put his hand on the lion's great mane and said, "Let's walk back to the park together." "Yes, let's," purred the happy lion. So Francois, the keeper's son, came up to the happy lion and he said, "Do you want to walk back to the zoo with me?" And the lion was so happy. He said, "Yes, let's." So Francois and the happy lion walked back to the zoo. The firemen followed behind in the fire engine, and the people on the balconies and the high windows shouted at last, "Bonjour, happy lion, bonjour!" So now that he's walking back to his home, everyone seems friendly again. From then on, the happy lion got the best tidbits the town saved for him. But if you opened his door, he would not wish to go out visiting again. He was happier to sit in his rock garden, while on the other side of the moat, Monsieur Dupont, Madame Pinson, and all of his old friends came again, like polite and sensible people, to say, "Bonjour, happy lion!" But he was happiest when he saw Francois walk through the park every afternoon on his way home from school. Then he swished his tail for joy, for Francois remained always his dearest friend. The end. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the story of the happy lion just as much as I did. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button at the bottom of the page. If you are already a subscriber, thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot to me. If you're not a subscriber yet, please hit the subscribe button down here at the bottom of the page. And don't forget to click the bell so that you're notified when there's new content. I hope to see you all again real soon. Bye-bye.